My name is Judy Lindbergh.
And I'm Andrew Lindbergh with Lifewave.
Which is about reactivating your own stem cells naturally with a patch.
Yep, made out of micro nano organic crystals fused into a patch.
Explain the science, Andrew.
Yep, so this uses the infrared light inside of us, the heat from our body, and it bounces onto the microcrystal patch. The crystal patch acts like a mirror. It goes back in our body at a certain frequency because of the structure of the patch. Helps us to elevate our copper peptides, and then it starts to reactivate our stem cells again. Why do we need to reactivate our stem cells?
Because from the day we come out of our mother's womb, our stem cells start to go dormant. By the time we're teenagers, 30% of our stem cells have gone dormant already. By the time we're 30, 60% of our stem cells have gone dormant. And by the time we're 60 years old, 90% of our stem cells have gone dormant. And each year of our life past 60, more go dormant. So there's barely any left. And this helps reactivate them back to newness of life so our body can what, Andrew?
Help heal itself.
So, what kind of things can get better, Andrew?
Yep, anything from neuropathy to arthritis to it'll help it heal itself, Stem cells go to the weakest area of the body first when these stem cells get reactivated with the patch. And the super nice thing about the product is that you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to sit there, and you can just be on the go and still get your red light therapy.
And you wear for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. For example, give an example of a time.
Yep, so like 7 in the morning or 7 o'clock at night, take the patch off. But just don't try to wear it while you're going to sleep because it might make you have a hard time going back to bed.
Because it's so rejuvenating and energizing. It's almost easy to not notice you didn't take it off. And you can be laying in bed and thinking of all these wonderful things. And you could almost be writing a book. And then you realize, I don't have a paper or a pen. The lights are off. I'm supposed to be sleeping. I forgot to take my patch off. Because it's just so rejuvenating and brain fog. Lifting. So, you wear 12 hours on and 12 hours off. What can we do with that patch after our 12 hours is off, Andrew?
Yep, all you gotta do is take the patch off, and then you can put it on your cat or dog or any kind of animal that needs a patch. I could use the benefits of less anxiety or
what else?
Inflammation or anything like that. So, and then you can also put it on for a child. You can put the patch on the child for 24 hours as well. So they both can be benefited from using the patch.
And if you don't have a plant, an animal, or a human being to put it on, then you just throw it away at the end of 12 hours. But it's just kind of nice with a little bit of life left. It's almost like the story of the three bears. Just spreading out. It can bless something else. Because nowadays, human beings and animals are getting organ failures and cancers and all ages from newborn on up. It's not just elderly human beings anymore. And so this is helping with human beings and animals of all ages to help give them a better quality of life than otherwise with all these things going on in the world.
How can we order some patches, and how much do they cost?
We can help save you money, and that's what Amber and I do for Fairvoice. We save you approximately $75 a pack when you order.
Yeah, for the first 3 months. And you get about a month's supply in each pack. Is that correct?
Yes. One per day. And I'm gonna get better. I've had 20 major things get better in myself from wearing a patch. That I'm okay saying that environment. They were trying to say it's gray mold, but it was black gray. Anyway, so I got lots of issues in my body that medicines I started taking started causing issues for me, lifelong problems. And they said that was my lot in life to live through what these situations were. Oh, one of them, the osteoporosis medicine they made me take because my DEXA scan was like minus 5.6 and there's no number near that for negative. They said I'd be in a wheelchair if I didn't start taking their osteoporosis medicine. So it was a certain kind of medicine they made me take, and on the bottle it says, it may eat up your jaw. And it said, really? They said, you don't have a choice. So I started taking their medicine, and I met 12 people that told me that they were taking the same kind of medicine as I was. And they said, gee, Judy, aren't you having the same problem? You're using the same medicine as us. And it's like, no, I'm okay. I just hurt all the time. I'm going in the dentist's office every month because I feel like I have a bunch of cavities in my mouth. Really? I could be having problems in my jaw? Yeah, I was having problems with my jaw. I was going in to get a dentist every month, and I couldn't figure out, why am I doing this so often? It ate up my jaw. So they did surgery on my jaw, and they took bone and tissue from other parts of my face, and they said, Judy, we don't know if this is going to take or not. But because osteoporosis just doesn't stop if you stop taking the medicine. And so the surgery didn't help very long. Because then the osteoporosis kept beating up more in my face. It locked my jaw shut. So I couldn't eat, drink, swallow, chew, barely breathe. I didn't know if I was going to get a breath in about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute. I'd been studying up about Lifewave, going to meetings every week. And I knew about the value of this. And it's like, I remembered this product from Lifewave. And it's like, oh my gosh. So I started wearing the patches. And 7 months ago when I had a DEXA scan done, my DEXA scan went in minus 5.6 all the way to normal. And in 30 years, it did nothing but stay at minus 5.6. And their osteoporosis medicine didn't do a stitch to change my numbers. But it ate up my jaw, like I said on the bottle. And so a week after the DEXA scan, so approximately 7 months ago, I went to the dentist and they said, Judy, it regrew back your jawbone. Because their surgery didn't last and it ate off my jaw. But they said, yes, we see in the x-rays this time the wearing the patches helped. And then I eventually started to be able to open up my jaw a little bit. And I started getting my voice. Well, it took like several months to start getting my voice back. Almost like a little preteen young man with their voices changing. That was happening with me with my voice, taking my voice back. Because I had to go 3 months and 10 days without eating the food and getting fluid in there. And along the way, I tried to get food to go in there, but my mouth was shut. It wouldn't open. And as it tried to open later, I tried, and it felt like 50 million grains of sand in my mouth. Like, oh my gosh, are my teeth going to crumble in a million pieces? Oh, I can't eat it. I tried to get the food out that I was trying to eat. So yeah, I ended up being 3 months and 10 days before I could actually get something soft to go into my mouth. Yeah, so
what can you expect within the first patch?
just one more thing. Thank you. It started eating my teeth up as well. Like a person that's doing methamphetamine, no offense to anybody, but that's what happens on that drug. If a person does point up, it's like, oh my gosh, my teeth were getting like matchsticks where blossom my teeth every day. It was like more room in there to not be snug as a bug like we want when we're flossing our teeth. So anyway, when I went to the dentist approximately 7 months ago, they said, Judy, I regrew back your teeth. I could see that with the naked eye. What need to see that the science can match up with what doctor. Okay, what is your question? I had to say too.
What do you expect wearing the first patch? What can you expect wearing the patches of the X39?
Excellent questions. Within the first day, 4,000 genes get reset to a younger state. And not blue genes, LOL, but G's, GENES. And in the first couple of weeks, that balances your hormones, whatever that entails for a person that we are. And in a couple of weeks, it balances our brain, and when that entails to alcohol first. So when it says balances your hormones, I was on hormone cream that was $100 a pack, or excuse me, for a pre-piece from 1 month supply, and around to check my blood work evasively. So 2.5 years, I did not feel one stitch difference. But when I started wearing the patch, I could feel a day that's it. I do not need their hormone creams anymore because I hadn't done anything to me as a adult. Like, this is it. That what they stated in the Lifewave information, that it really does balance your hormones, because it did that for me.
Does Lifewave X39, does it interfere with any medications or supplements you might be taking?
No, it doesn't at all. It does not. And we see these TV commercials, all these different side effects that could come with some of these medicines, and possibly even death, let alone 15 or so things before that are almost as bad. Yeah, so nothing. He says nothing soaks through the skin to interfere with any medicine, supplements, or doctrine that you're doing in a negative way whatsoever. So I've had 20 major things get better in myself. It was like every 2 weeks I was having a birthday. All of a sudden I'd be squealing because something's different in myself. My hearing got better just naturally, and I thought I was okay. My eyesight got better all of a sudden. I thought I was okay with that. But can you notice something better? It's like, wow, it's a precious gift. And it's only about $3.33 a day. And then you can share it with a plant, an animal, or a child besides. She can't beat that. I'm serious. Sure. Yeah, no adverse side effects. In negative.
How long has the company been around for?
Approximately 20 years.
And how long has it been since the X39 came out?
You tell them.
So it's been a little over 4 years now. They're always coming up with new products all the time.
We're coming up with supplements, donates, lager machine, and yeah, it's just amazing, and it all works what get done already. But yeah, it's in 74 countries already at the least.
Yep.
It changes so fast that it could be in a whole other country by tomorrow, and you'd have to hear a word of that to keep up.
Where can we go online to find out more about Lifewave and the products?
You tell them.
You can go to thisisitinfo.com for more information about Lifewave. I got a bunch of videos on there and links to live streams over there and a bunch of testimonials, and they'll have the case studies as well that were done on the patches to make sure they actually did what they said for their patents. So it's really great to check it out.
And we'd love to help you out personally.
Is this product FDA approved?
Yes, it is. I was feeling pretty stuck with what I was going through. I had told that was my lot in life, the health situations that I had. And so if I hadn't gone to meetings learning about Lifewave every week for several months and the good things it could do, I would have just stayed stuck and getting worse. Yeah, I couldn't stand on my feet, lay down, sit, anything. Even 10 minutes, I'd be just writhing in pain. And, and I can do fair boots and stand for 10, 12 hours and sit and lay and be normal like other people.
Yep, so
For walks and whatnot. My quality of life is like a zillion % better.
I'm glad to hear all this, and make sure you go check out those links, and can't go wrong. Anything else you want to add at all?
Hi, my name is Judy Lindbergh, Lindberg. I'm with Lifewave, which is about reactivating your own stem cells naturally with a patch, and I can be reached at 320-260-2696 to person copy. Be able to learn more about the Lifewave company, besides what the company has online information. It can personally help save you money by pucking your order.
Hello, I'm Andrew Lindbergh with Lifewave. And to learn more about the products, you can check out the website. This is at info.com. And then to get a hold of me, you can call me on my cell phone. It's going to be at 320-493-8257.
Hey, it's Will with the Podcast Crew team. Spotlight is a vidcast shot at the Podcast Crew Studios in Minneapolis. We would love for you to be our guest. Email us at the email address on your screen below to get a copy of the upcoming schedule. It's free, it's easy, and it's a great way to try out a podcast or a vidcast with our pro team. We do an in-person, in-studio version if you're in the Twin Cities area, and also an online version if you're somewhere else. We'd love to have you, hear your story, and help you start your podcast journey. Thanks. Get in touch today.